The lemon in this toner is completely optional. I know a lot of people are anti-lemon because of what they've learned on YouTube. I'm a big fan of lemon juice. I've used it for over 20 years and it's done wonders for my skin. Hi, it is so good to have you here with me. We are going to be talking about toners in this video. Toners are one of those products which are quite contested in whether you need it or you don't need it. Well, here's the thing. Toners are meant for hydration. What toners really do is they are able to break through the lipid barrier of our skin and set the stage for more nutritive products to be absorbed into the skin. Toners are basically hydrators. It seems a little counterintuitive, but toners are not recommended for dry skin. And the reason why they're not recommended for dry skin is because the thought is that the cleansers that you're using has a lot of hydrating products in it and they're not drying up your skin. And the follow-on products are also hydrating along with nutritive. So it's not really an important product as part of your skincare routine if you have very dry or irritated skin. However, if you have oily skin, toners are recommended. And the reason why they're recommended is that because of all the excessive oil on our faces, the toners are able to help penetrate the oil and set the stage for the more nutritive products that are going to follow. And it sounds a little off, but that's how the science behind toners works. So if you have oily skin, it's good to add toners to your skincare routine. A word of caution here, the toners shouldn't have any irritating ingredients like essential oils, fragrances, alcohols. It's a misnomer to use alcohols when you have oily skin. With the initial use of an alcohol-based toner, the skin feels a little less oily, but over a period of time, this can actually be very, very counterintuitive for your skin because the skin now feels it doesn't have enough oil and therefore it goes into hyperdrive and produces more oil, which actually sets you back in managing acne. So alcohol are definitely not recommended in your toners. It's good to just look for good hydrating ingredients in the toner. So what should they really have? They need to have any ingredient that is going to hydrate the skin, is going to be able to set the skin beautifully for the nutritive products to follow through. So this video is about a DIY toner that you can make and stays in the fridge for about a week, 10 days. It has got absolutely no irritating ingredient in it. In fact, it's made of rose. Rose, as you know, helps maintain the pH balance of our skin, which is incredibly important, especially when you have oily skin. And not only that, it's extremely hydrating, has been known for hundreds of years to be this beautiful elixir of youth. So let's get started. Let's get young. So for this toner, we require 1 cup of distilled water. We require a tablespoon of rose water. I use the Ayurveda essential rose water. It's beautifully done. And then you require half a cup of dried rose petals. A good way to make rose petals is to pluck the buds first thing in the morning and let them air dry at room temperature. So this has taken about 4 days of drying. And you require half a teaspoon of lemon juice. Now lemon juice is completely optional. I am a big fan of lemon juice because it works dramatically for my skin, especially since I have a slight pigmentation and melasma. It gives me this gentle peel all the time, so that just kind of makes sure that my cell turnover is happening at a nice healthy pace. So we're going to mix all of these together in a bowl, and this bowl is going to go in a double boiler. This is heat resistance. I'm going to bathe it in a bigger pan filled with water, and this is going to double boil for approximately 40-45 minutes. At the end of it, the rose petals would have completely seeped into the water. All the oils would be mixed with the water, and we're going to distill that water out and make our toner. So I take a steel vessel like this. I fill it about less than quarter with water and plunge this inside that. And this will sit on very low heat on the gas for about 45 minutes. So basically we don't want this water to heat up, we don't want the rose petals to be getting burned, we just want a very slow process where the entire goodness of rose gets seeped into the water. So after 45 minutes, this is how the water looks. The rose petals are well seeped in, as you can see. And we now need to strain this water out and then bottle it. Since this is made with distilled water as you know is pure water and you can easily make it at home. You just need to boil filter water, and when it comes to a boil it for about 8 minutes and then cool it and store it for use. So this has very little bacterial activity and that's why it doesn't require a preservative and will stay in the fridge for about a week to 10 days. We are now going to strain this water out into a jar. So we're going to mulch this out and take out every bit of goodness from the rose. No wasting. Rose has been legendary in beauty and skincare because of its youth reforming qualities. Our rose water toner is ready. As you can see, it's got a little bit of this color. This color comes from the rose petals. And this I'm now going to transfer into a smaller bottle which has got a spray so that it's easy for me to use. Oh, that's a lot of rose water. But that's alright. Just a little bit higher than what I expected it to be. So there you have it, your very own DIY rose toner ready for use. Keep it in the fridge for about a week and 10 days and let me know how it goes. Stay home, stay safe. The lemon in this toner is completely optional. I know a lot of people are anti-lemon because of what they've learnt on YouTube. I'm a big fan of lemon juice. I've used it for over 20 years and it's done wonders for my skin. So, if you want to drop the lemon juice, go ahead and drop it.